Ayo. Hello, Baraka guys. Thanks for joining. Hello, guys. Thanks for joining. It's going to be a short time. Na program Mosha Katawake, let me Makuma Sela Temela, because in the phone manta me balajam, but I just want to come and have some moment here today. It's going to be a short time. Pam. Okay. Assalamu alaikum badimulu. Assalamu alaikum UDP TV media follow lalo. La barka bake ngal kontom bake. Ntelenata jang kekendo. Thank you for joining me here today. Nata jang ka kakachado mandingkali jambi. Ufanang kono saying opportunity use ka for mubeko happy independence to everyone. Ka Gambia kontong independent la. Kana mansa fanang kontong. Adam baro ka kontong independent wala ka na UDP kewal fanang be kontong independent wala ning Gambia no be ka mo be kontong independent wala ka duanyo fana fro alama jari fana yimbe to rama be rin kairo kono nga bankaira ba kono ni wo bode je be Gambia dingul fana be kontong na katol men be caring progaje ko kanna banko ni ka liberate kanna bankola full independence ka samanang wobe nyin kono pro kanna bankola kos nyin ka fight. So mbadi mulu womu kudi me alonko wole kantol be si jawat wo wati ning nata Facebook live ku men kan si yere ko lon nyenti bankola ko lon because debe kelol la pro ka je ko mun ko Gambia kendo nyisalo. And as a result of that be continue na ko ke inshallah so mbadi mulu ala barka bake assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh ngamo be kontong menu be ajibe kan sainting anding menu binala jibe afana ngal be kontong baflali ko assalamu alaikum and happy Sunday to each and every one of you mbadi mulu topic to be lafa kamen kacha wolo be den first will be kala independent wati na Gambia banko ye 56 years of sign thanks to Sadawada Kairaba Jawara and the other founding fathers many alonko wallali keloke prokaje komonko banko ye independent one yusaro. So we continue to pray for these people pro alasi ila niolo many alonko be ala bulokon at this moment pro alasi so janatul firdaus la se duela komul fana ye nyina sabi ko kukendo betara because kukendo ate niake hanni te fata ikomo katara baronin ka enjoy, that is the goodwill okay katara enjoy kan forever. So ni Sadawada family jibe, we just have to be grateful to them for ila fama ay menke barinke ay menke bankoe. So ni na independent from bacon of Mojibe, sa Dauda Kabriye independent in 1965. Ngajele that time Bankola Fankamaya Binyamin. banko opportunity member banko can put one new government ye banko in push forward handing amanke nyala but nga moile kamenu fonye and also the history ngamenu karang nga dijela how they really struggled kaje komunko ye Gambia nying ya futandi damento up to this moment. At one part of the history nga moile ko when they were trying to establish the first coffer for the government bankola rankis follow what mumi alanke ba de dakan ngani moy ko ikata sade ni sade foto ka bula ko danin ko da kono ya molka ko do fay ñoo kam pro ye bankola rankis following ya law. This is how strange everything has started, and this is how Studi Sadauda and his government worked. Yemira ko botana wujo onto damento fobi meloring ka fuko moko na Gambia banko aluta fongoine. We have so many sources and structures many alongo. If they are efficiently utilized, banko is going to be so developed. But unfortunately, Mantara Wokono, just want to give a brief of history from Sadabra Latemo to now. So, ni inata ajibe Sadabra William was struggling in Nake, Bankola, Rankes following Kadeda, Kodao Koda, Sisekunda, Mombo, Biye, Dalasna, Niasoto, intentionally, willingly. Ye rankes follow the dawoto inata na for ye rankes solo nyilondi and then even at one part na moy komonko ani tuwabod many alon ko yenda independent yin din na ye ya din na nyin kamala kaji be for Gambia be for sambala nole, but they were also expecting Gambia to fail and for them to go back to them to surrender the nation to them again, that we are unable to go by ourselves. But dedication no hadamadi wala dedication no ila katakuwa kamala aning kalefongola ning be I wala kandiko everything is possible. Sadawda wolla ye banko londi ye rankiso londi ye structural start ke built, and they even tried and started to make federal roads across the country like Trans-Gambia Highway. Near Trans-Gambia Highway jibe kaburing Banjul karafo base wasilonyi pruka wobondi silonyi fonda madamati. In a form of a virgin forest, Kabla clear with all those mountains, Kabe Bondi. Definitely, we have to give applause to these people. They personally will never agree. I do not think Mobinala Gambia because everything starts at the foundation stage. Niman good foundation also, you go nowhere. So as long as Ndola Foundation that lead us to where we are today, Sadauda Masakundale who found this in Bedi. They tried, so much Kajakomongo yes structural for not put into place. And even though Wotumu Balu Benyaming, Dunya Katamanyaming, then an inside Ifatale, but you can see the efficiency of the structures that they put in place in Sadauda's government. Democracy at that time was nowhere near now. But Najele, how democratic Sadauda was said to be. Now, Moifang, in fact, at one part, this is one of my good example, Ngalaf Kamendi, Kabringa long Sadauda la Jikoro. We learned that Sadauda from another Katara meeting la Duladoto. I kumodo for more Wulitanang ako Agafania Folela. Sadauda be meeting Dulato. A lot of podium moda Vedia Muka more Wulitanang ako Agafania Folela. Sadauda Geleta. Ako ko alabula police soldier holding for Sandra Mall rosta kampura kugala sadara ko mugalabula member anganiro aniro ya wolfo so iko yatra ka wo mari ni fo ka engage muna ya sabung ayamira no sadara be fani ala foka. So you can see that how democratic Sadauda was. Come to think of it, ning ayatra nung ko mungo wala wo foro Woketa Adama Barola Masakundala Kono, Walanto Ya Jamela Masakundala Kono. We would all, imagine if the booty of Menkalaola, Walante the Manya Menkalakam. Asakeno Abefola Niola Fongela. So Bajelako, despite Sadola Tamo, how democracy was with regards to now and the concern for democracy before and now, Ibajelako signed with democracy from a movement into so many branches, but Sadola tried. And his government to maintain democracy, to make sure the democracy has really manifested and rooted into the Gambian society. Economic-wise, I think South Africa has definitely tried. Because Nia Gibe Gambia la Dalaso at that time, Gambia la Dalaso Sembo Sotobakel, what amo. And in Tolfon Ladindia Tamo, of course, Yakalam Dala, near Dalaso Soto, you can buy a lot of things with $1. But along the space and time, Dalaso Fana value in Fana a lost tale, being a Wakalam Dala. Ni afo inu ko bongko mo maniboro ikakasa dalas talulu. But say maniboro is 1,600, 1,400 or 500 if I can't recall properly. So ibajela ko banko economic wise adawdala masa kunda yakata bakele yakata Gambia in all aspects. Agriculture ngajele jahal pacha rice cultivation. Wo jahal pacha rice cultivation. In fact, that is one of the names made Gambia fame in agriculture. And yes, in fact, that is why Gambia agriculture is the backbone of our country. But this was during South Africa's time, because South Africa's time, agriculture was one of the major sources of revenue to the Gambia. But saying that is no more since tourism has taken over agriculture, because so those farmers do not earn any revenue from the sales of their agricultural products. So agriculture is no more the backbone of the Gambia, or the major source of revenue, if I may put it, to the Gambia, among the agriculture they could again. So, but the famous saying that agriculture is the backbone, the agriculture, so we just have to be grateful to Sadora Kairaba Jora Alma Alayaso, La Jamola, Alma Alayaso, Al Janatul Fedawasla. Nibata Sadola time walk on a jump time. In Jamaica's time, we cannot sit down to completely say he did nothing positive for the nation. He did something good. But come on, come for niye ku kende kemeke inada ku jau bake killing akela ku kendo nyanka betu to literally adama dia fonglo bo nyama. So ya jammi menke inawati follow to benundo ko kaneno. And of course, come on, decade beka kumase nyame. Ko aliaji adambaro beke kante nyame. This is exactly our yajame kumase nyame. They came with a quotation, soldiers with differences. So in other within that first 3 years, yeah, white elephant projects will come up, including silol deda silol many alongo mol ba jala 24 hours more be haklo betat la kan more be betat silol diamu kan hanni ayata nuko dai. Those sorts do not have the quality. They don't have the quality, but just pro ka kidi kam pro mol nyaage ya jamme wol ya kuma sinantene mol wulita himbe do ko wala halngi buleta. And some selfish opposition leaders at the time fana nata i join de kana ye fasa ye wulende ya jamme kata den fa kadam bulu maloti fa aketa ko ay Gambia sam fo atata ko be Gambia marala ko sanji wili kelen 100 billion years na dia tai adimel tended to kono tribalism sambana Gambia until the point that he threatened to kill a certain tribe. But not only tribalism, Jammeh killed a lot of people in the Gambia. All this happened in the Second Republic. So many disappearances, so many fatalities as per economic destructions and damages. I mean, rule of law was never respected in the Gambia in Jammeh's time. At least in his second term, from his second term to the last term he served as the president, there was no rule of law that served as the basis for judgments in the Gambia. So Jammeh fana year with repetition on yung fana sotole. I think Jammeh has failed a lot. Ning komungo ayatra nung komungo Jammeh ayakata nung komungo sa dawda ayakata nung nyamen nung ay meo membeke fonko nyinto. Definitely abetiala num bakele pruka try kawo interesting judgment on yinke jawre meo menke je jameo meo menke je nin jameo meo men beke je nin atraire num kom strive tan num ka kata ka jiko ay kengiso dolke ibajela ko Gambia. What we are talking about today, we are definitely going to be ahead of that. So, but yeah, Jamela Tamle Wakamana Gambia, it has set the Gambia backward. Near Gambia, la population of Jibe, and you compare it to the populations of some African countries. For example, let's take a look at Senegal. Senegal la population is higher than Gambia la population, like 25 times. But look at the developments in Senegal, and we try to emulate some of those developments. Gambia fana. Ni Gambia no do ni guys afo ko mo ko ni futata Senegal suto e Cameroon ni be America. Womo ni nati kamo ko Senegal la development woni. So ni Gambia la size ni njibe. Yi population no nanka mo jibe membe Gambia. Yi bajala ko ni ayata nun ko jawara e dogo meke ni ya jame lota dogo sifale kan without any hesitation. Even if he is going to be a dictator, but let he be a revolutionary dictator or a visionary dictator. Yi bajala ko Gambia, physical wise and economically, Gambia would have been far better than where it is today. So Yaya Jammeh failure already. There was no respect to our institutions in Yaya Jammeh's time. Everything has failed. Everything has failed. FEMA work, except few things. Education sector. Well, we have to give a credit to him. Education sector, he tried there. Even though I work in a biased form, I work in a biased form. The way they give out scholarships and all those stuffs. But the good thing is most of those people are Gambians and they have benefited from it. He sent so many people to foreign countries to go and learn higher education in the Gambia. And Womo Jamal B will let the institution badol. So thanks to him, really, he really tried for that. He really tried. Yeah, we have to give a credit to him on that. Coming to the current republic, the current government, Adam Barola Mansakunda. Adam Barona wato me there was a destruction. Everything has been damaged. Banko Mola just to make sure we fix the institutions, the already dilapidating institutions that we have in the Gambia. The Gambians needed to fix the economic crisis that we have, because na currency that after state to state me alongo, the Gambia was definitely crumbling. The nation was crumbling on its knee. Yaya made Gambia sambale to that stage. So Adam Barona just to fix that. In fact, not just to fix it. Maybe to fix it could have been a difficult task, but to set in institutions, to bring back our institutions, institutional many alongo, bankola bundal katama wala, kawo lual kamana lual many alongo yaja me wala falling ayake fongola lualti, puru adamaina nang kawala fix, iba yeloko sign, ning luwa beloring misalfi na tourism bundato. Ako ning kodo nada walanto ning ko minister project kamana abe project sambala ni sila kadla iba jela ko ning project ta ni sila kadla ni bunda dol fane se minister ni mutano ka mandino walanto ning kodo bedi la minister se abitala ni sila kadla ning minister fane lefta ka doko doke na hotel bunda do doko ni bedi la tenne abedi la tenne. This was what Adam Barrow yakumandina mena pray na make in Gambia bankola lua me along ka beti nyadala. Adama was called just to come and do those reviews. Ay nanang, ay lualta, ay ke inyan nakakenyame. Adama was not to come and then develop this appetite for leadership. But maningol kamamfo, ikoni fote eta dula siloka, ite mari fongon na fa momenti muka wala fongon no. Adamala Silo Takasita block on sign, so we cannot give him any credit. There is no credit that we can give to Adam Barrow in all fairness and in my honest opinion. Really, not for now. So, but time left a card, dear Mudament to phone back. I'm sorry. Well, Adam Barrow from independence, dear Mod. Barrow diamo minkala independent. Malon fo untol Gambian or nga diamo nyingala moy bagel. Walanto ning ayata nung kung ngala moy bagale malum fo nga faham le fana malum fo nga faham bagale fana because idea mo mem be kala independent dulato that is something me alon ko nyanna kan la moy ala bagale andu nyanna ka faham le fana ay kumol menu fuje yemne min ay munel tu koma banko mol be lafrin kam munkulal moy men yalon ko adama ay jankete bela independent diamo nyentole menu kasafaro kai woli yallonne mune asabu ki mawol kiye la faka nyelel yala bi pour nga wol fana la moy momo be Gambia ye most of Gambia momo yalon ko muke be diaspora le ye most of Gambia. We are the ticking clock. Alinga wulinga na mol kumandi suwakono. Alinge inge nge diamondi. Ntol menu be diaspora, we know what is happening. Ngalone membe caring. But thanks to the information commensurate and thanks to some of the privileges that enable us to know these things. So, but more best work on many along ko muka kuja makalamta. Niya fo ifane mukala. But maningo come for aning come for yellow muka fili and yellow kasone. Alinga na mol kumaninge diamondi. Membe ke kan Gambia benga kalamta. Yajele ning ite la mo kumandi bi because Gambia no le kama funteni wali la radio to anila teleto wala nyinti the positive side only. For example, Adama yokumol men for bo kumol le sebentu yandila. But to critically scrutinize the entire speech that he gave yesterday is never going to happen. Prugo molia long, it will never long. Most of them don't even know what their rights are. So ndole nyema kasabunga diamu kendeke. Alanga kuol jibe. Kuno ni Adam barola diamu nyukono jibe. COVID-19. I will start with that. COVID-19 is a deadly disease. It's a deadly disease. But look at the relevance or the priority Adam Barola Masakunda Yemendi COVID-19 now. Now, for instance, COVID-19 the millions and billions of dollars is many along the National Assembly Yemel approved just for COVID. That emergency fund Yemenata for COVID-19 to fight against COVID-19. One would have expected Adam Barrow to talk about that fund. Of course, it was just a speech. We wouldn't have expected that to happen there yesterday. But let them tell us something. Adam Barrow never talked about anything. COVID-19. COVID-19 of course, Adama will never talk about that one. COVID-19 because these are economic junglers. These are economic junglers. So, but Gambia no have to no COVID-19 kodijamani atara mundodo. Akere nyadile, aspenta nyadile because we know they are lying. When I said to Ture, kabring I said to Ture dia mutanu banta ko COVID-19 kodoni yadi tundol mela. We had people from those districts that kodoni mamfuta woto. So, for example, if they go to Itatam Kumsalve, Nitara Kontola Kian Keneva, Nitarantola Kian Keneva, more Keme Lulibe Sado Mento Misalve, more begin Adambaro support, and they are very renowned in that village. For example, Yemano Sambetu Sambayadi Umomola, and you want to use that 20 people to represent the entire village. COVID-19 Kodoni Kadita, and this is what Gambians know. So we expect them to tell us how they spend this money, in their honest opinion. But kuno womange. So ba jela ko COVID-19 kodonying Adam Barrow kodonying ay funtina daga kodonying use. But kodonying aspenta nyadile is not their concern because Adama malafi akan nafulo Kenyamen Gambia la nafulo akaspen nyamen Gambia no fonga ka idea fonse tege. Am malafi Gambia dum yakalam ta ko kodonying dum nyadile because nu okeda Adama be duna ku jamal kono. Because okay, the mobile male. Niwo baragi ngana diaspora voting too. Since it was an independent wala. Independent wala munga expect lo komongo ni Adamanata. He needs to talk about diaspora. Because it will phone like komongo like diaspora in 2017 and 2016. I don't know for now how he regard diaspora. But in 2016 and 2017, diaspora was supposed to be made the 9th, region in the country, or the 8th region in the country. So, malo sa diaspora babunya sister Fadu sila sise. Maybe yama ko yoto. Wala no hadida mala yeki mako niya maya ininga. Saying malo diaspora la ko babunya dila. Ni wulta so manda ka diaspora la kumandi no. Ni wulta so manda ka diaspora la kumandi. Wala to ni me wulta so manda wedo la Facebook odo bi diaspora ko nyadira. So ka diaspora la kumandi. And diaspora was supposed to be the 8th region in the country. So, but aliaje la kunu Adamala day before yesterday, Adamala diamo kon independent speech. You didn't hear anything about diaspora voting. You didn't hear anything regarding the plans ahead to make sure the Gambians in diaspora vote in this coming election. We may signal Gambia bimoy momo yalong ko ilafta kalala fine. Nima laf kalala fine. But since time when move and we are really moving against time by looking at election preparations and how everything should go in elections and the time election preparations required, the time these voting regulations and security reasons and security measures required. We don't have any hope in diaspora to vote. If we understand that it is better, I want to tell Gambians one thing. One single word I want to say. Yeah, brother Musa said, yeah, the COVID-19 money never used to save Gambian people's life. Instead, it was used as it was used to enrich the authorities and to buy our journalists in order not to expose their high-level corruption by giving them some parts of the money. Yeah, the COVID-19 money. Okay, maybe the COVID-19 money. Because journalism dole be safero la non kabringa ay safero ke te tada jing commenta because ay safero menga ay kijo fara bake ay safero ke como ko niala account o hakle. So now in a kind of joke. Okay, is it the COVID-19 phone talking or is it you talking? Janim bakalam ta ngaja block. Okay. Payalam badi mungkol bolna, badi mungkai journalist bolna. Bro Musa, badi mungkai journalist le siya bangko kan. So wajala badi mungkai journalist kaya mo. Niya sama kaya wasan na. So but lafta kami for Gambia. Ning lafta la Gambia di beka nyela moy bake. Ning manke opposition kumakanti. This is wallahi billahi. This is from my end. This is from my innermost opinion, honest opinion for that matter. Ning sonta, Adama Barrow ganyeta Gambia, ning December kamengana 2021. Ning sonta Adama Barrow ganyeta 2021, ning kate fewa mengana Gambia. Gambia ba regret la katambia jamela trauma amela ntol Gambia noluka. Mbafula njana. Na alfalo atol menu be Gambia. Adimul menu be banta. Wala kuwa kamala. Ali alfa ya dafanye, nadia dafalie. The brothers and sisters in the Gambia, the youths in the Gambia, you have to understand Allah sama, your needs, your future. It is very clear to every single person in the Gambia and diaspora. As long as you have been following Gambian politics, you have to understand this. If Adama Barrow succeeded in 2021, it is going to be a regret for the entire nation. But it's not going to, stop at the national level. This is going to go to the African level, the continent level. Now, let me give you an example. Look at Yahya Jammeh. Yahya Jammeh might have really traumatized and destroyed our nation as a country, the Gambia. So Gambia di wala batata dunia di bet Yahya Jammeh la masakunda kono. Because I Gambia di wala muta ay fa jama. And to la banko tinya balu ko li atam bulo kono. From $150 a bag of rice to $1,600 and $1,400, $1,300. During that time, what do me anko bekeka? Ika katofa Yahya Jammeh lewo, ika katofa UDP lewo. Al bekew al kamano san the same price lala. The only privilege al kamen is occasional privilege. Well, you ko ni Yahya Jammeh program so you go there and eat free. And the other part of the country or the other section or the groups, memo UDP and other oppositions, so that is the daily privilege in Yahya Jammeh's time. But manomi along kasan 7,000 nila, walanto 2,000 nila, walanto 1,500 nila. You all buy the same price, same suffocation, same struggle, same words, because Gambia be mukilangolet. The same word. But obegara Gambia la nyaw nyara ni nyama mancha Gambia da mati mfana batata. Ngajele ko di migrants ya jambe muta e befa. These are African migrants. These are African people. These are African citizens. So by yelako the negative impact of Yajame and Message of Gambia did not only stops at Gambia. It went further to the entire continent. Ivory Coast, Ghana, Sierra Leone. This is what Adama Barrow is doing exactly now. So Alila Moisai, Yajame 22 years later, it was at the mid of Yajame's rule. I ning Africa banku dola ay jama batandi wo time wala up to the point that ay la banku di muta ay kanate ay la banku di muta ay bunki dola ay fa. Look at somebody me alon kanata science and manata ala sangi lulu nyom bolo kono nanten ay drug container jella kamana Gambia, because this drug container you cannot remove Adama Barrow from these drugs, these tons of drugs. You cannot remove Adama from it. Never on earth you can remove him from it. Akira Adama la masakunda la kono. And the reason why you cannot remove Adama from this is because Masakunda ibede ninkuka nkume ya lonko anyonku dangerous no na manke dunia kono, because of the quantity of drug that has been seized at the port has never been seized anywhere in the world. Now look at the size of the country and look at the government, a very irresponsible government. The only thing they could do, Kabiri Droko sister Watoman, up to date as we are talking, is only a single statement. Yemen Fundindi. And you think we call that a serious government? Munaya sabuna independent dolato, ala independent speech. Nin drug case is the most serious thing me along Kabeki and Gambia currently. I tell you serious to any single problem that we might think. But Munaya Sabu, he did not even mention the name of that drug seize. He did not even mention that seized drug in his speech yesterday. Why? NPP le damu yinkono. Adama Barrow da binyu drug okonole. Unless and until we are proven guilty. But we have to hold him responsible. Institutional wise. And the way they're handling these decisions and every other thing involved. This is what serious governments do. In serious countries. Where you have serious governments. Because we call it a catastrophe or a second-class catastrophe. The criminologists will tell you this. Or the forensics will tell you this. So, Masakundal many along they are serious. What they do is, Ibela investigation on Kik and Dumala at the same time, but they constantly update the citizens. They constantly update the population. They constantly update the population. Or sometimes, strategically, since school of sometimes the perpetrators, they can easily escape or divert you. Since you alone find out, but you can still come out. Update everything's under control, even if you do not go in details. This is what serious governments do, and this is what we expect from every serious government. But no, that is not our own. Danzo Sayo, I'm asking why Adama Barrow still he do not talk about the drugs and no arrest, no until now. Danzo Jula Baraka. Well, okay. Allah gave a whole logo. But come on, with all seriousness, really, with all seriousness, Adama is a big shame and a big disgrace to the nation. It's a very big disgrace to the nation because of drug the president on your 50th year. Yen amount of drug kaman Gambia Bangkok. Adama yin drug ko membe kaman Gambia Bangkok. Ama kaman fen kam fo hamikile. Aya be wafi han Gambia fon ninke na sungudo bele nyabe mala. Ate ko do sotige bawo Adama la baluo be ko dolom. Ate ko do sotige I tend to know man sayala. I Gambia beka problem mot. Nankondo ate kala ko do sotige. Awda malakaya. Come on, let's think of it. Let us be serious and think of this. Itela family nindela family nkajala spend no tili kilometer. Gambia ntola family nkajala spend no tili kilometer. Nasiata dalas keme dalas tanlulu. Dalas keme dalas tam. In fact, many families even spend far less than that. Fish money. adama baro na la family musu fulal ba bulo kono ding man ba bulo kono amata bi dintana aka kodo jella do motil wotele dalasi wili keme dalasi talul dalasi wili keme dalasi talul adama ka wol do mo til wotele ana la family ana la dimba dama aka wala dum woko do nyi janni adama kana man sayala aka kodo jella do motiloro nas yara man tambi dalas keme nanna na wo fongosi because ngala dendi ko jella hadi dama sa for yalla dendi ko be bobu ren ngawol jella so ñine mo ko ñende me alon ko ñen kam fo ñin ka ñen lalla birin adama na man sa kunda do nin al haklo bodam bal haklo bladel ay muna fo akola salary abakalla ka karakil mo bedi gambia wallahi billahi ay ñum fo akola salary karakil mo abakalla ka bedi gambia jumale na ko moy adama la kabra bota la first time mo yid e ba jela ko mo ko adama falintale but ikamam fo adama di ngolongo ko le ada ba so many adama samba na molo kam pru ngay tambende we don't blame those people momo ka will blame along ko ibe mistake bala keka ya adama kama na wato menna ya sama na pur ka tande mola world many yake they did it out of good heart and intention for the nation, for the entire nation, and not just for UDP. Let us always remember this. Niaje Hussein Dabo Betara in prison, sending letter to the opposition leaders, other opposition leaders, not just UDP executives, but other opposition leaders, urging them for them to support Adama so that Jamaican lost the election. That was out of good intention for the nation. So let us not blame these people, many Adama Kamana. We blame the devil in Adama. So Drogo, Gambia, he is part of it. He is part of it until Ning Afunditanang, ya from Molye, Muneketa, Munebekekang, a stage near Dilato. We want to know. We really want to know. Nene asabu nyimman sakunda. Itata banku o bankuto aliyaka lamta ko itata gele. Alime bendun kelola alla bankoto. Ninko aliyet bendun kelola alime bendun kelola ngina you form of protest and you boo them. And you show the whole world that they are into drugs. We are going to blame those people. Itata banku o bankuto. Alman nyinke until we know the truth about this. We have to keep protesting and disgracing them in front of their fellow leaders. That's when they are going to know how serious we are. Most of them don't care about anything. As long as they're in that ministerial positions, or they are in those psychophant so-called presidential advisory positions, they do not care anything. Because I don't want to talk about personalities. I don't, call names. For Adam, I can call his name because he's the president. Apart from him, but I don't want to go that level at all for. No. But I can say what they say. Fine. Fine. So, what be here? Kunale domele ko niaje mulkada MPP yalone kodo wuli yalone kodo na fa momenti ngambra nyinya naka diamo banne nyin mom Gambia dingo di yalon ko mo sondo mo bek ngobala nyin kuma ko naka diamo banne, which means MPP mo kodi tadula damalesi ni tata je kodo dila nyin kamala itol mankea Gambia be nyi batane be kon ayagela COVID-19 the first restriction kabrana da munaka Gambia molu batata Gambia le foy fundita banda rapa ngodi bojana radio de bida radio station dolto molu batata Gambia le warol batata na bama wol batata musol batata because dunal le soronta mo men yalo ko ni fundita banda ndeka pinda box bol bente buloko ni misal fe dara na kapinda do ku dulato tiloto nasiata nin ko do men ka ji amantambi dala stan sabala yentala do ku dula sorom fo kar kilin kar fula kar saba kar nani yambeta jahannama bata tente mala but wato be kono aliyagele election mi yalon ka kana nyamina. It was during COVID-19. Adama e dalas million ko do jelle ke je nyamina be do yarinte nyamenten dalas million ko do tang million tang yola pus nyamina be do yarinte nyamenten pour ka mo la carte ke sol sam ayatara Gambia dingul be faaka laran kam Gambia dingul be sidin su xoni be fara konkola al salo njeta ko Adama Baro Gambia dingolu amali je bi amali je sama ay mengi wala mu abakar do sot lebul nyame karso de na bo sot lebulo kon 100 million killing asa dila no tele killing lot la killing oto saba. But very selfish too. So lafta Gambia no kan si valle faham. Allah independent ko kabra be diam ka independent blood. Jumale adama baro moy adiam tan nyina ko coronavirus ko dola ko jumale af. Jumale adama baro moy adiam ta when every serious country at this point they are talking about vaccination. We do not expect Gambia to have the first vaccines at this point, but we expect the government to put in places and plans. We are talking about vaccinations. Yes, we really expect that. We really expect that. This is what serious governments are doing. All over the world, serious governments are talking about vaccination. But here we are, in Tola Gambia. We spend millions and millions of dollars. Kaje ko moko konko fonda ma bondige. Ni ayata nunko Gambia masa kunda million kene. Ye wala bondi pour walanto na parliament approval okay. Dalasi million kene la misal fe pour membe kala ka mol mako pour coronavirus la nyin konko kono. Million tang ye oda mala bondi. Ya di mol la menu ke fasa million tang kononto ya tala nyotema. Ya bele tala nyoti ma ke ko dit la ringi sansan tem pour ni coronavirus na tem so ni lockdown no ni kany mem plan na tem I will come to that one. I will definitely come to that one, but pour kayta ni Gambia lol la ko ni ne be kering ando mbedda ni rokela kuklena mbedda ni rokela kuklenda malaw just one momo yalon kay beta Diaspora le momo yalon kay beta Diaspora le Gambia dingo moyti ale ngati ke do sang ngata Gambia ngan register ye of course the prediction of kala jambi and I want people to keep notes on this so that we can fight this together. We can fight it together. Diaspora te kati fa okela. We are not going to vote. Ninko diaspora be kati fa okela fana ngam fa nene. Brother Wali ako I just joined. Don't forget to mention the identification process has started in Switzerland. Yes, Brother Wali, tomorrow I will come back here. Some of them been again. So memang for Gambia. Gambia no Gambia ni along come on Diaspora le. Al IEC follow up. Walang alal tulo law ni IEC la calendar lo yalon di draw ya ni registration start Gambia. Al tiketo sang alita Gambia ngatanga register ye. Ngakasi fa Gambia. Or else Gambia is going to lose millions of votes. Because Diaspora at least. Remember, Gambian Gambia, we are closer to 1 million now. Alingan ta Gambia ngan register because Diaspora te fail. Niya ko Diaspora te fail. If we are talking about 60 countries here now, or if we are talking about 23 countries, at least where we will expect the Gambians to vote. The highly populated countries, meaning along Gambian will be. Nin 23 long, along only 3 will vote. And those 3 countries will be chosen by the government because they will come with this excuse that the fund they have is only allowing them for those 3 countries to vote. And suddenly those 3 countries, do you think it's going to be any country in Europe? No. Because you know why? Ni nyamato yalo noko tuwa blue banku ni tatige ni Gambian will kemele bege alongo mo killing pet wole ba fayla nyintoro we. They know that. Do you think Bangoli Bementus is going to be America's? Never. You know why? Ni tolo yalo noko ni America choose ni tata America ni Gambia din kemele bege alongo mo killing da mala ba tole killing da mala ba fayla ko nyintoro we. Ha. Ning mo kemele beje Americans but bonga tole cling wole ba fayla nin tole do. They know that. So now they are going to choose countries whereby if the manipulation of kala no jela during the electoral process or the countries where they believe they have enough supporters. And indeed nilta kala no any of the European countries they. So where are these countries going to be? Probably Africa, Senegal could be one of those countries. So Gambia road many along be diaspora in Europe and Americas, Asia. If you know, you can, because we can do this. Nyimuna feature let. Nyimunto labela feature let. So we have to sacrifice 2016. This is more important than that. This is more important than 2016 presidential election, because if Gambians lost these elections to Adama Barrow, let us all know the fate of our country. It is going to be a failed state, but not just a failed state. It is going to be criminalized state, because drug pushing, drug trafficking is going to be in the center of our country. Robbery, mofa, sirafango, a bebe kala Gambia toilet, hani dunia fango be Gambia kala banku me alonko banku halakiri mo banku tinyarongo. Ning Gambia lose this 2021 election on yina. Adama Barrow la masakunda nyimmen dat nanden science and ni Google ya try ka jibe Gambia la reputation o be nyadile. The international reputation Gambia la banko to be nyame science and ikajele ko ye Gambia ke banku le banko me alonko tarigo la kata je kuja wala kara me alonka nan manke banku to. Just try and search it on Google. That's number one. Number two, mofa bekela Gambia nyama ya lon ko mun ka bekela ko nyoboro mun ka ken nasilol ka nyame wala ton ka kadam fol ken nasilol ka nyame. Gambia will move to that level, because you know why? That criminal who is in South America and know that it is tough there in South America. He knows that it is tough for him to do certain transportation of drugs in South America. Will take this opportunity, just like every other drug pusher will take the opportunity to go to a safer places. They will all move to the Gambia. They will all move to the Gambia. You see, criminal bawo balia lo me alon kaka drokolema. A baby na la Gambia, baby sila Gambia. Yalla woka munake. How many ndola fundingi jelle binala wala influence nyimbe meldun la sabo fango kono sira fango kono. Toriso jelle bina me alon ko men kasaba fango ke. Wali wo opportunity to sign kata banko me alonko sisa fongo muje free let. That's what I would say. What stories so that ma fongo be fonike jala influence la no pour que dundi in those things. Fonike alonka sirata dunta sira fongo no fo atara kadalta. Would be families from the Gambia, and then they socialize with the Gambians out there at homes and ghettos. Would be more jala influence la no. Would for la pia jala influence la no. And this is how it grows. Before we realize in 10 years we have a population of 12% who are addicted in drugs. Should this thing continue? Should this influence continues? In the next 30 years, let's think of it. The country has been labeled as one of the highest users of drugs. This is what is going to happen in the Gambia. Nima Adam Barrow 2021 in December. Gambia dingo me along kebe diaspora. And you know you love your country. Buy your ticket and go. I see la calendar ni ya foko monko ibe katefa okumasi la walande be voters registration okumasi la Gambia ni karkar la ala la tigeto some prior to that, and we all go in Gambia there. We register and vote in Gambia. Then it is even going to be better. After you vote, you wait for the celebration. We must vote, and nobody should sit in diaspora here expecting you're going to vote. Let's say you come back at the federal. It is seated diaspora in Manta. At the last minute, government ko imang phone yun saro. What are you going to do because you may register? You will regret. We don't want to give that chance. And we do not want that impression from anyone. And being at a vote. This is a do or die for us. This is a do or die for the nation. This is a do or die for the country. Adama Funditala, he don't have any knowledge to rule the country. He do not have any leadership skills. He was going to depend on the technocrats. And he made mention of those technocrats. None of those technocrats are behind this man. What has changed? Technocrats knows what they want. The technocrats are coming for the so-called technocrats. Many are looking at Adama Baraja. If those people were indeed a seasonal technocrats, Jamila Taimo, we wouldn't have been rude like that. Jamila Taimo, they don't know what economic crisis on Yankono. Jamila Taimo, as you know, with reference to Janet Commission, I tell me like more kilonka billion di Jamila Puraita Ayaka Patiti. More kilometer a billion di Michael Jackson Puraita Ayaka Patiti. When Gambians, like my father, has been lying down in the farm crying because of hunger. Nimman laughing in Gambia. 2021, let it be a do or die. You know you can go to Gambia and vote. Let's go and register in the Gambia and vote to be in a safer side. Handing yara Gambia register and election accidentally happened or apparently happened a constituency in Gambia Banco Dametro. You still make no mistake because if a let us do all what we can. Ngatang register. That is the only weapon that we have. And we must do that. We must definitely do that. We must definitely do that. We must definitely do that. Let us try and do that, please. We just have to do that. We just have to do that. We just have to do that. Musa Kamara. Bro, it's good for your country. You guys think the world will come to end under the leadership of Adama Barrow? Well, my brother, you are very free to express your opinion, and I will respect that. Of course, I feel sad. I feel sad, but I cannot do much. What I can do, that is to talk. Ning alyamoy fine. Ning almamoy fine. This is our country. So this is our country. I don't malong mean wish good for your country. I don't know what I say because I'm just trying to teach people and also learn from them. So that cool men became Gambia, you know, but by looking at this your statement, there's nothing. I cannot help you. I mean, I cannot help you because at this age, nka profile picture meje ni wala mula 80. I mean, more te karandlano. So I'm sorry, really. I'm really sorry. So this is it. This is it. This is it. So Gambia, we have to go. We have to go. We have to go and vote. We have to definitely go and vote. Yes, we have to go and vote. We have to go and vote. Koli Abdullah, okay, now uncle, I could shut your mouth. Okay, thank you, uncle. I will shut my mouth up. I will shut my mouth up. That is I will definitely shut my mouth up, you know, from the insults. So, but anyway, thanks for that word. So, will it be Ansu Sinyate, it says like, media look, Kekendo, see in the future, but you are thinking today without thinking the uncertain futures ahead. Well, that is true. That is true. We are thinking today, Ansu, I hope they will understand that one. I hope they will understand that one. So, okay, now uncle. Thank you. You misunderstand. Call Abdullah. Okay, thank you. You misunderstanding at first. But because now uncle with it. So anyway, so will it be Gambia? Will it be Gambia? We definitely have to do that. Mumu ya long come get diaspora left kakatu when you find nga kato fay. Makati bayolo mu do or die ninka refire buwate because you look mad 2021 presidential election wati. Adama Barrow aliage la kabe sumu kante nyamente. Barrow man fango fenge na manke kodoti anung Barrow fenti ala balu wokono. Me ya sula menta mita sayala. But I won't care whether Gambia benefits from his leadership or not. You can see that from now. I'll be what you can hand sign. Look at people, many along they advising this guy as the presidential advisors. And from there, you will understand that this guy has no regards to our nation. Look at coronavirus became. Look at what Adam Barrow did to go and launch your political party. When they were talking about COVID-19. And we expected those people to be self-sufficient enough that they will not be used by this guy, that sleeping monger. So and we fight this together. It is a partition issue. Gambia is going to suffer. Ni ibe Gambia, your parents are still there. You might have sisters and relatives living. Any of those relatives, ning itelo bating killing kono me alonko, nin drug alhawa mebenda bankoka, ning killing that you work at drug addicted Gambia. You're still gonna pay, nah? You're still gonna have, pain, nah? So this is the point. We try to open up Pruka gibe all the possibilities. Adam benna banko sabaka menna. Andong kamung fale nanteng abemu to nyaleti. Wallahi billahi. We are going to see each of this. Adam aka kuma fo Gambia dingole. Banko kang wallahi jinato. Ne aka kuma kemela fo. Mbokura no takila. Ne aka kuma kemela fo. Kuma town wara wulo bemu fanyalet. Billahi wallahi talai. Come on, it's very clear, Gambia. Adam talking about coronavirus and how serious his government is with coronavirus. Munaya sabong abenyi luasival kamala na Gambia. And that is why I'm so proud of UDP executives. I'm so proud of United Democratic Party. They do not even want that said or proposed date, government mandate, to come. They canceled the fundraising at that very spot and canceled all the political events. This is great. That is to show how serious governments are. On the 6th, Adamaye ila party or regional launching the soro. So by the launching on the 6th, on the 8th, lockdown. This can tell you how selfish and useless these people are. Together with my own brother, Dr. Ahmadu Samade. It is a disgrace. Samade mu kiam bela disgrace, kiam banko bela disgrace lemat. That guy is a disgrace to the entire nation. I can tell you that. For Ninke, member ko Samade. Samade mumoya lo no. That guy is a genius in the lab. That guy is a genius. But look at him today. This is what happened. Ngina sabu nka expectation ko ko ni mo karanta. What they call in English slagrants will never be able to use them. But this is the reverse in the Gambia. Look at Samade. So ibagela ko nyimfon ni ke sifal. We have to come together and fight. Prunga je ko ngana bankota nyin sifal bulo kono. So mbala bulala janne ante mambage diamo lambata but sama inshallah I will come back here and then continue on the other topics. Ala barka bake ngal kondom bake ngal bismillah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.